Hi everybody, welcome to this Life Foods video. In this particular video I just want to welcome you to the Life Foods mailing list. My name is Matt Carter, and along with my wife Becky Carter, we are the owners of Life Foods and the store and the blog. So I wanted to just take a moment to just introduce ourselves to you, so you know what to expect from us, you know our philosophy and what we're all about and what Life Foods really is all about, and what you'll get when you're on our emailing list. So we're really passionate about health and healthy eating. My wife and I, we've been on a journey of understanding health and really understanding the fundamentals of how to eat properly. And unfortunately, the world, the way it is at the moment, and the way it's headed over the last sort of couple of decades, it's really got worse and worse when it comes to food. And food really does relate to health and well-being. But a lot of people don't realize that sickness is directly linked to health. To diet and food and what you put in your body. And today there's a lot of harmful food and really food-like substances. A lot of the food people eat these days really isn't food. It's not nutrition. It's sort of food-like substances. They look appealing, they look colorful, and they've got great packaging and all of this stuff, and they've got great marketing from companies with very deep pockets, and they know how to push the buttons and the triggers that get people to buy their produce and their products. But a lot of this stuff's really not good for you, and it's in fact quite dangerous, and it can cause a lot of health problems. So my wife and I decided we wanted to start a platform to get healthy food out to people, but not only healthy products, which we do in our e-commerce store of lifefoods.co.nz, but also to put information out there, because information is really powerful for people. It's really about educating people to eat well. We don't mind if you buy from our store or not. It'd be great if you did support us and buy products from our store. Fantastic, that'd be great. But really, our goal is to get information out there to help people. That's one of our main drivers. So that's why we do the email list, and we do a lot of videos like this one. I'm going to do a video in a moment, carry on in a moment after this introduction, and talk about antioxidants. But we do a lot of videos, we do a lot of research and reading. My wife Becky does a lot of research. She's constantly reading books and watching videos and buying products and learning a lot of information about food and nutrition. So all the information that we learn, we'll put all the important stuff on the Facebook fan page, which I'll talk about at the end of this video, and also on the blog, which you'll find at lifefoods.co.nz/blog. We put posts out there, and what we'll do is when we put up a new post, we'll notify you on an email, and we'll say, hey, look, we've got a new post, or we've got a new video, and so you know about it. So we'll constantly do the research and the homework for you, and then we'll put that information out completely for free for you. So that's the sort of thing that we're going to be doing with our email list, just constantly updating you guys with healthy tips. As we discover and learn more, we'll pass it on to you guys for free. So keep an eye out for our emails. You might want to whitelist our email address so that it doesn't go to the spam filters by accident, because that can sometimes happen. So if you add us to your address book, usually most email clients don't put you in the spam folder then, because they know that that's an important email. So that's basically what we're doing with Life Foods. We'll also eventually start doing live webinars where we'll actually get on a live call, and you can log in and talk to us. We can do question and answer sessions. We might have guest presenters on a health topic that we find that would be really good to have on a live call. And a webinar is where you can just log in for free. We'll give you a link. You sign in, and you can see our screen, or you can see the presenter's screen, and we'll do presentations and things on, just like going to a live event, but instead of going to an event, some place where they run an event like a hall or whatever, or an event place, it's all done online. So you just log in online and you see our computer screens. It's pretty cool technology. Webinars, if you haven't actually been on one before, they're a lot of fun. So we'll do all those sort of wonderful things down the track once we get a bit more momentum. What we would really love and help us to get the word out of health to people, because we really need to help New Zealanders get healthy. But what we would really love would be if you simply just share our website on Facebook or wherever you can. That'd be great. You don't have to do that. We don't expect that at all by any means. But hey, if you could help us get the word out to help more people get healthy and get this information out to people, that'd be great. We don't have deep marketing pockets like the big corporates have that do the campaigns on TV and all that stuff telling people to eat their garbage. We don't have that. So we rely on just people helping us and just spreading the word organically, just through telling friends or through Facebook. And that's all we've got, and that's what we rely on. But that's we just got to do the best that we can. But if you can help us on that journey, we'd really appreciate that too. So that's what you can expect from Life Foods. But what I want to talk about now in this particular video is a pretty important topic about antioxidants and what they are, why you'd want to have them in your diet, and where you can get them. What sort of foods will push you in the right direction to some foods that we use that are full of antioxidants. So let's talk about that right now. So what exactly are antioxidants? Well, the antioxidants are nutrients that are found in foods, and they reduce oxidative stress on the body. And a lot of really low quality foods that you eat these days, highly processed foods, cooked in really bad oils at high temperatures, which is a lot of fried foods, terrible for you, and they're full of oxidants, oxidizing agents, which cause a lot of stress and damage to the body. When cells become oxidized like this, it's really quite dangerous, especially when you're constantly adding more and more on a daily basis to your body. It gets really bad for you, and this is where you can get illness and health. So you need to be sort of flushing your body of these things, and the way you do that is using antioxidants. These are foods that can help negate the effect of the oxidizing agents in your body. So essentially, an antioxidant will help prevent the degenerative illnesses, and there's a lot of degenerative illnesses out there caused by oxidizing agents. Cancer is one of them, and that's prevalent so much more. And a lot of cancer, people don't realize, is diet related. People think, oh no, cancer just unluckily it came on me. It's like, oh, how unlucky for you. That's not true. And a lot of time people don't get this. They don't realize that it's an internal malfunction from having a really unhealthy internal environment, and the body just can no longer handle all this nastiness that you're putting in, and it starts to just break down inside, and you get cancer developing. Cancer is just not something that happens by luck or chance. It's caused by people, by lifestyle, and there's a lot of things that can trigger it, and I'm not going to go into that now, but you really got to look at what you're putting in your body, because it's not just an unlucky roll of the dice that you got an illness. You played a role in that by not looking after your body properly, and you can do things to help prevent that, and antioxidants is a good place to start. So free radical damage, essentially, I'll just explain it to you in a quick summary form, is the excess oxygen in our cells, which starts to destroy and weaken our cells. This is known as the aging process. It naturally does occur to a degree from birth. We're all aging, and people grow old, and you get a result of oxidizing stress on the body. But it's a lot worse when you add all this sort of toxic stuff from foods and stuff, and that's when illness can actually come in, and at a young age as well. People are getting sick a lot younger. You get horrible stories of people at very young ages developing cancer, and it seems to be getting worse and worse. So you need to pay attention to this. And a free radical damage is these free radicals that are in the body. This is what antioxidants are getting rid of, the free radicals that are in the body. They can come from metabolism. Naturally, they can come from just the body's natural metabolism. Stress is a huge one. Stress is one of the worst things for the body. Prolonged long-term stress on the body, it's really bad for you. It can cause all sorts of illnesses. There's this huge string of illnesses and diseases linked and proven to be linked from stress. So you've got to be careful of stress, because that can really cause a lot of these free radicals and oxidative damage to the body. Stress is a really bad one, so you've got to, apart from eating better, and these antioxidants will help the damage that stress causes. It will definitely help, but you want to look at your lifestyle. If you're living a life with stress, you've got to look at that. You've got to look at changing your lifestyle. Look at what's causing the root cause of the stress, and take some steps and actions to change that. And sometimes it's not easy overnight to get rid of your stress completely. I can say that firsthand from experiencing stress in my life. But you do need to start taking steps towards it, because if you don't do anything about your stress levels, it really is negative on your health, and you're running into some really high risks. Toxins from food, highly processed food-like products, which I mentioned earlier, terrible for you. You've got to stay away from these highly processed junk food, stuff that's just not food. It's not in its original state. Any natural food in your environment, that's a lot better for you. As soon as you take that product and you change it and you manipulate it and you process it and you store it in conditions that are not good for it, it's really not food any longer. And a lot of the stuff that you find commonly sold in supermarkets is is these types of food-like products, and they're not good for you. Ultraviolet radiation and X-ray radiation can also be a cause of this free radical damage as well. And low magnesium levels is also known to cause it, and that again is due to poor diet. It's having a diet that's not full of nutrients. It's not enough nutrients coming into your body on a daily basis, and this again leads back to just poor diet and a poor understanding of what nutrition actually is. It's not, a lot of people think, well, as long as I'm not overweight, then surely I'm healthy. Surely the food I'm eating is okay, and that's completely not true. People that are very thin can be extremely toxic and can be full of all this free radical damage because what they're actually putting in is bad for them. It's not about how much you weigh and being overweight. Of course, being overweight is not healthy, and you've got to watch that because it has other risk factors involved with it. But you really got to look at the quality of the food that you're putting into your body because that's the fuel for your body. And if you continually, day in, day out, month in, month out, year in, year out for a lifetime, put in garbage food, your body won't handle it for very long. The human body is very resilient and it can handle a lot. But if you keep hammering it and keep hammering it, it starts to show up problems, and that's where illnesses and all sorts of things go wrong. And even before that stage, you can get symptoms of fatigue and just not feeling very low energy levels, and that affects the quality of your life as well. So how can antioxidants help then? That's the obvious next question. Well, antioxidants supply free radicals, these damaging free radicals in the body, with an extra electron. So they have a pair of electrons, thus preventing the free radicals from causing damage to cells by stealing electrons from the body. So without going into too much scientific talk about it, I have a science degree myself, but I don't want to get too specific and too scientific because it can be a little confusing for people. But essentially the free radicals, what they're doing is they're looking for other cells in the body to steal electrons from, if you like, because they're lacking one, and that's where they cause the damage to the cells in your body. So a normal functioning cell can be affected by these free radicals that are flowing around in your body, and that's not good. So what you want to do is get rid of that. You want to get rid of that issue, and this is where antioxidants come in. They're anti the oxidizing process. So therefore, they help to improve function of your cells and allow your body to repair itself. So by removing this damage from these free radicals, your body is able to function more normally and repair itself. So they're a very important part of a nutritious, well-balanced diet. So how can I get antioxidants? That's the next obvious question. So some antioxidants are created within the body naturally, but we can obtain a great deal through the foods that we choose to consume. So you already know the importance of getting vitamin-rich diet. Most people will know that already. And well, many vitamins are also antioxidants, such as vitamin C and D. So there's a good place to start. When you look at foods, you can often tell which ones are rich in antioxidants. It's not that hard to do, as they have a very deep, rich color. If you look at some foods that have got really deep greens or deep reds and purples, this is usually a good rule of thumb to spot foods that have got a lot of antioxidants. So it's those deep, rich vegetables that you see, and fruits like blueberries is a common one. People often know that blueberries are high in antioxidants, as are a lot of other berries. Blueberries are not the only one, and they're definitely not the highest in antioxidants. There is a scale of different ratings for antioxidants, which I'll talk about now. So in order to know what foods are rich in antioxidants, the scale is called the ORAC scale, which is the oxygen radical absorption capacity, which shows the value of antioxidants in food. You can look up ORAC scale if you go online. Just type into Google ORAC scale, and then you'll get a list of antioxidants in foods. But I'll help point you in the right direction to foods that we use and we know about that are definitely high in antioxidants for you. So some of the top foods, though, surprisingly, that people don't realize are spices, such as cinnamon, cumin. However, the problem with these, obviously, is you don't eat large quantities of cumin and cinnamon, because you usually just have sprinkled them on food, so you don't actually get a lot of antioxidants. But although they have a high percentage in them, you're not really having enough of them. But of course, it is good to have these in your diet. So add cinnamon, and cumin into your cooking, because they will help. It does have an effect, but you really want to look past that as well to get enough antioxidants. So here's some of the foods that are rich in antioxidants, and they happen to be some pretty tasty ones. So acai berries, which we sell on the site, see, look at the color of the berries. You can tell right away they're very, very dark purple color. These are jam-packed with antioxidants. Easy to add into your diet. They taste good. Same with goji berries. They've got that deep red color. Goji berries are easy when they're dried. We sell them on the store at Life Foods dried. We can ship them out to you. You can add these into smoothies. You can have them I just eat them as snacks. I just have a little bowl next to me on my desk when I'm working. I just snack on them. My son loves them as well. My son's 1.5 and he loves goji berries. But they're a great little snack packed with antioxidants. You can put them in lots of foods, or like I said, you can just eat them straight as a snack. Cacao is a great one for antioxidants. Now don't be confused with cocoa. This is not cocoa. Cacao is the original raw form. Cocoa is a processed form. They take cacao and they process it, and they basically ruin it, and then they use it in chocolate and things like that, or cocoa and hot chocolate drinks that you see in the fast food restaurants and stuff like that. That's a totally different thing. This is not what we're talking about. We're talking about the original raw form, which is called cacao, and you get them in the form of cacao beans, or you can get the crushed beans into the powder form called cacao powder. So there's two products. We sell both of them, cacao beans and powder. Again, you can eat the cacao beans just straight raw. I snack on them and just have a raw cacao. You don't want to have too many of them because they've got a bit of caffeine in them, but they're packed with antioxidants. The cacao powder is fantastic. You can use that in smoothies. It gives you a chocolatey flavor. You can make chocolate with it. I make chocolate with it. We make chocolate here at home with cacao powder. There's a recipe for chocolate, which is really, really healthy chocolate that I will put out on the blog, or I'll do a video actually. I'll send out a video after one of these, and I'll teach you guys how to make really, really healthy chocolate. It's darkish chocolate, not like really dark chocolate, but it's a very rich flavor. You make it with cacao butter, coconut oil, lots of other nutrient-packed food, and you can get a really tasty, delicious chocolate that's good for you. It's packed with nutrients, which most people are shocked and surprised that you can actually have chocolate that's good for you. It's good for your teeth. It fills your teeth with nutrients, because you got to remember your teeth are just part of your skeletal system. They're an extension of the bones, and a lot of people have bad teeth because of their diet, because they don't have enough nutrients and minerals replacing their teeth. Your teeth need to fill up on minerals, and if you're not actually putting good stuff into your body, you'll get cavities, not only just from the direct sugar and the bacteria eating the teeth, but also because you're not giving the skeletal system enough nutrients. So you can actually get chocolate that's good for you, and I'll teach you how to do that and exactly how to make it. I'll show you how to do it. Bee pollen's another one that you can get. We sell it on the store as well. And finally, if you really want to have a vibrant health and longevity, then it's antioxidants that you want to get into your body. And they're great for the taste buds as well, because some of the foods we eat a lot of antioxidant-based foods. So that's all for this update on Life Foods. If you want to head over to the store, you can buy all the stuff that we've mentioned here packed with antioxidants. Just go to lifefoods.co.nz or follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/lifefoods. That's all for this update. I've got plenty more videos and content coming your way. It's great to have you on our email list. We're really excited about what we're doing with Life Foods and hope to build a community of like-minded folks. And we might eventually push towards having a forum so we can all get to know each other and share ideas. We'll do that in stages. But if you can share our site on Facebook or anywhere with your friends, we'd really appreciate it. Thanks for your time. That's all for this video, and I'll chat to you again soon.